Right.
I think something that they really need to shore up in their composition from the first game they played to this one is having more hard engage tools. And already, I like kind of the spread that we have, having access to something like a Rise, so you're not just reliant on the Lee Sin, because it felt like if SKT ever did get ahead, they'd have nothing to pull the trigger on their previous comp.
All right, the third pick that we're going to see coming in for the side of Flash Wolves before we get into those second round of bans will be the Nautilus. Remember, there's some flex pick potential here for them by the Flash.
I actually find it interesting that they didn't just snap grab something like the Galio. It's something that Shadowsea has looked so confident on, so I'm curious if they know something about the potential mid lane matchup, or if they think that Nautilus is now just that much higher tier priority over having the Galio-Jarvan synergy.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the Galio with the Kai'Sa and the Jarvan is such a classic combination there for a big AoE, but again, bottom lane focus, and they ban out the Ezreal as well, one of the safe AD carries.
Yeah, and I think that's really the plan there. It's the fact that you ban Ezreal and Lucian, now you have the Nautilus. It's daring Teddy to play something immobile. What is your option going to be alongside that Braum? Possibly something like a Varus, and now you're dealing with the Nautilus ultimate.
Just a quick update for everybody viewing from home. It is a little bit of a graphical issue right now in Champion Select, but all the picks and bans are correct. So what you're seeing is how Champion Select is playing out, as the final ban will be that Kinnan. We'll see what the Flash Wolves want to lock in here, and it's Rumble for the solo lane.
Oh my goodness. All right, Hanabi here going to take the big AP threat from the top side, I believe.
This is like a composition straight out like 2015, it feels. The classic, you put down the little Jarvan circle, you just dunk the Rumble ultimate inside.
The hot pot, the dunk bucket, there's all sorts of fun things you can do with this one, but it is scary for a priority target.
And that works so much better against those marksmen that don't have dashes, hence the Lucian and the Ezreal bans here. But Kalista does have dashes built into the kit,
yeah, quite
with
a few.
the auto attack.
Yeah, quite a few of those there with the martial cadence on the Kalista. And if you want to talk about dashes, let's talk about something else with more than a couple of them. Irelia, the final pick here for the side of SKT.
And it feels like Flash Wolves were trying to kind of buckle in for this 5v5. They're trying to pick out Teddy to make it really hard for him to play these team fights. We want the Betty versus Teddy team fight ADC showdown. But SKT are like, no. We are done with that. We can have the possibility to play 1-3-1 with the likes of a Rise and an Irelia.
All right, let's see if Flash Wolves want to lock in this Cho'Gath, and yes, they will. A lot of AP damage threat coming out from this Flash Wolves composition.
We're going to have a Rumble mid, maybe? If we have
or is it Nautilus mid and Rumble in the jungle with Jarvan support?
Could be Rumble jungle as well, and Nautilus either support or mid. A lot of these are very flexible, but that's what I would think is the mid Rumble will come through versus the Irelia here.
Now, one of the things that mid Rumble can really bring, we saw him kind of when the double smite was taking effect, is because he has so much push priority in those lanes. He tries to shove it forward, they can go roam around. Obviously, his control over the river with his level 6 ultimate, if it's a good dragon fight, that's great for Flash Wolves. They want to see something like a Mountain, like an Infernal, to try to make the most out of that mid-Rumble.
And I think a lot of people have been waiting for Rumble to come back into the meta with all the recent buffs he's been getting, the extra speed there for the shield as well coming up. That's definitely going to serve you well against Irelia, trying to dodge out the stuns and trying to get away.
And we know how difficult Irelia can be to lock down with her ability to ignore CC through the W.